Hello everyone, I'm Lana from South Florida. Welcome to my channel and let's check out what is blooming. Quite few new blooms in the garden. This is Cattleya type orchid. Gorgeous golden color, like yellow orangey. Hard to tell. It's very bright and sunny and has that cranberry color in the throat. Beautiful. Many of you guys probably recognize this one. This is Gold Digger. I do have a sack in my hand that I pulled out. That's the whole name. Cattleya. Violeta with the Cattleya. It's so bright, it's hard to see for me in the camera, but she is pretty big size now. Few flower spikes. I got her from Palmer's Orchids few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, and I repotted her at the time. She's growing in a clay pot in a favorite media for Cattleyas that I used expanded clay pebbles with charcoal and a little bit of coconut husk. And she grows on that pole. She was supposedly hanging on a hook, but I mean the pot, but then she grows so many roots suddenly all over that wooden pole that I think I'm keeping her there for a while. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to disturb her, but yeah, she could have made a show one day. But now I think she's permanently attached to that pole. Such a beautiful little flowers. The flowers are kind of medium size, I would say, but more on the waxy side, you know, like mixed waxy silky, so the flowers do last for a while. A few sheets up in there, and I think something puffing up here. I think that puffy sheet over there will have a bud in there. That's the different one. And what else? Could not pass by this beautiful display. Look at this Dendrobium. I just had it in my past video, and I cannot, you know, not to stop here for a few seconds, because this is antelope type Dendrobium. It's absolutely gorgeous. Have so many flower spikes. And this one was Home Depot. Not baby bagged orchids, but that was out of bag in a basket. You know, like they have a deal $31 and there are 2 Dendrobiums in wooden basket. That was my birthday present from my husband a couple years ago. Yes, because last year I gave myself present. I ordered orchids from Sunset Valley, my baby orchids, which by the way doing so well, and I do want to make a separate video like follow up, because I did mounting them and put them in the baskets, and they're doing so well. Just to catch up how they're doing it, because it's gonna be a year since I got them next month, so it's time to make a video. Oh my goodness, little antlers. I don't know if we can see that because it's so bright and sunny today. Cute little flowers, but look how many of them. Alright, we're gonna go out and check some more. Alrighty, this one could have its own showtime. But I think I do have short with this plant, maybe last year blooming. This is Vanda lamellata, and this is a species, and this beauty gave me 2 beautiful spikes full of flowers. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I don't remember where I got her. I know it was from the orchid show. Oh, BL Orchids. They have great orchids. BL Orchids. So I got it from one of the orchid shows. So that's the tag. So she's a pretty small plant, but even last year she gave me 2 flower spikes at the same time. So gorgeous. I love the colors. White, kind of creamy petals, this brown on sepals, and bright purple lip. How cool is this? So she just grew in an original plastic basket. Those baskets are really for a support, but they do put their roots all over them, I guess, looking for a moisture anywhere they can find them. So my Vanda's here hanging on that wire between the palm trees, and I have that passion fruit vine that came alive. I don't know if you guys remember, in the fall I chopped down all the branches and only left the thick main branch, main stalk, and it came alive. Lots of new greenery. Didn't bloom yet, so we'll see. Alright, so just want to see one more time, you beautiful. I do have another baby lamellata that is in spike now. And this one, oh my gosh, you're pretty much done, but I was so excited to see this one. My first time bloomer, the baby orchid that I had for a couple years or so. Ooh, not couple years. From 2022 July, that's the tag said that's a while, and she was very small, so she bloomed. This is pretty much done, but the color, I was just so excited with that color. So these guys need to be watered pretty much every day. Winter time, I'm telling you, when we had a cold spell, I probably didn't water them for almost 2 weeks. They did great. I was so afraid because of such a cold weather we had, and they all survived. So even if I didn't water them for a day or two, they'd be okay. But really, for them in turn to grow well and be healthy, because of their bare roots, they need to be watered pretty much daily. Summertime, when it's crazy hot, maybe even twice a day. Alright, so this is also back baby from Home Depot. She's also blooming for me first time, and it happened to be that I have few similar ones, the same color with different names. It's hard to see this purple really get out blurry or burned out, but the flowers are huge. And there is one even bigger. Oh mama, she has so many flowers, and the size of them is like a dinner plate. I mean, even when I put the hand like this, doesn't look that's the right size. They just appear ginormous. This is one of the older orchids, also Home Depot baby orchid. I'm telling you, but I probably have her for like 4 years now. But one of my first babies orchids from Home Depot. Yep. So, I mean, it's a good size. And I don't know how many flowers she has, but she just opened up freshly newy. Nobody munched on it. It just looks so fresh and beautiful. Huge, huge flowers. Like the bottom ones are bigger than the top ones, but they're gonna get even bigger than when they mature in a few days. Alright. This one is not as pretty, but sure she is fragrant. Love her. I love all my fragrant orchids. Oh, the tag is Vanda Cultana green something with tessellata. So, oh, I can smell her from here. Yes, baby, I do. This is another one. she wants to turn all her petals backwards. Also, you know, not pretty colors, but absolutely gorgeously fragrant. And this is the pretty famous one, Vanda. She lost a lot of leaves on the bottom, so she looks like a palm tree now. She would have appeared way bigger if she kept her leaves, but that's what happens. Still nice and green on the top, so she is good survivor, the cold winter survivors. This is Moth's orchid, the miniature one that blooms all the time. One bloom is out, the next is already on the way. That's the Moth's quattro. Love it, cute little flowers. And I have a bunch of budding going on here. This one about to start opening up. That's the red color, one of my favorites. This is Giganta hybrids orchids here. There is Manunia about to open up, and look, I see bunch of buds coming up. Let's see buds on these. And this is Moth's adorbs, and this is actually mama plant here that I cut off because she started getting such a thin stem and lost a lot of leaves on the bottom, so I separated her from the rest of the kikis, and she has like 4 or 5 kikis over there that also getting little buds, bloom buds. And she always have such a red color leaves, little bit of greenish, but I don't think it's natural for her. Maybe it's from the cold. When it's too cold, when it's too hot, she gets red like this. So pretty much she stays red all the time, but she appeared to me healthy. I'm gonna spray her again with the Epsom salt or maybe Calmac and see if she gets a little more green in her. But she's throwing out little flower buds pretty much everywhere. There is one and couple on top, and the babies ones I see anyway. All right, we saw you, beautiful. I have a couple more phalaenopsis up in the tree there. This one on the way out. This is Violeta and Brutonia nigrelensis, I believe. This is the Brethren's orchids. Henry 1. Yes, Brethren orchids. I love her, absolutely. Have this long, kind of flexible, bouncy stems, and she had way more of the flowers. She's just on the way out, but she's throwing new flower buds here, so she's gonna have more flowers. And look on the bottom too, so that would be 2 more not just flowers, but flower heads. So is this one has a one over here starting too. That's nice. What else? There is one lone spike over there on this Encyclia, which I'm gonna bloom first time. This is one from the orchid show. I think it's Redlands. It was very hot when I got it. Couple years ago probably. That was a bare root orchid from this vendor that I bought several times. They usually have bare roots, and pretty much all of them did well. I might lost one, but look, this one is branching out few times, and the birds got one off, but she still have like a 1, 2, 3, 4 still branches branching out. And I promise you guys to see the blooming ones, but I'm so excited to see these orchids with the lone flower spikes. Look at this Phalaenopsis schilleriana, that how it branches out. it's gonna bloom pretty soon. I'm super excited about it. And you guys who's struggling with it and having like thin peppery leaves, means she needs more moisture. This one I start watering more, and now I have this nice plump leaf. She was struggling for a long time when I got her, like all leaves were so thin, peppery thin and soft. So I changed the place. She gets water by sprinklers here because she's so low. And first she was just in a basket with not much media, and then I added up the my god, I always have hard time to say it. That's a fern, tree fern, like what you call little media. You're like a little tree fern thingies. My goodness, I don't know what it's called. But I'm so proud of my Phalaenopsis schilleriana here, and this one I got from Norman's Orchids. He's from California. It was a good size, good price. Yes. All right, here we have a bunch of flower spikes, but there is something blooming. I'm gonna get her down, hold on. This one I am so proud of. I don't know if we can see well here, but this is Schomburgkia orchid, and this is a species. She gave me one head of this beautiful kind of limeish greenish flowers with a white leaf, because she's alba. I think it's undulata. We have a look how long is the spike. Got 3 feet or 4 feet long, but how many flowers, like a splash of firework. So pretty. Absolutely love her. I couldn't wait to see her flowers, because I bought her not flowering. She had some siblings that weren't flower at the time. I bought her last year, a year ago, at the Boca Raton Orchid Society show. I don't remember the name of the Vanda if we have here on the other side. This is her name, Undulata alba, Graf's Emerald. Looks like she had some rewards, I mean her. So yes, it was February of last year. She was in a plastic pot, and I just potted her right away because this was a very new growth. This one just started to come out, and I repotted her immediately. I mean, I put her in a basket. So just the charcoal in there, that's all I added. And she's doing so well. Hugging the roots are hugging the baskets, and grew all this new cane and gave me beautiful flower. So it looks pretty healthy. Oh, I just want to see you one more time. Yes, she's newly opened. I just love this greenish lemonish color. I don't know if she changed to yellow when she matures. I don't remember, but I think she stays kind of greenish like that. I have undulata, the original color, not the albas, but albas are so special. How pretty. It's kind of you know, the stem is long, but it's strong enough and stays up straight by itself. It's not tied up or anything. Look how it's bouncing on the wind. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. Now she lives here with a bunch of my baby's orchids, and as I said, there are baby orchids in the smallest baskets. Those are from Maui, exotic orchids of Maui from Hawaii that I got for last Christmas, not past Christmas, so it's a little over a year ago. And I will do a separate video for them, the follow-up video. And the ones in the baskets, those are from Sunset Valley, and I'll do the separate video because I do want to follow up on those guys. So she lives here because she was newly potted at the time with all of them. So they are all about a year, little over a year hold in my possession babies, including her, but she was a bigger orchid. She was not a baby, but I, you know, put her in a basket, so she was kind of still new start for me. All right, what else here? So I want to go on the other side because I see Violeta there. We have lots of ones here. Nothing is blooming. This Violeta mama orchid gave me 3 flower spikes up top here. Ah, something is prickly here. This one smells so good. I love my Violeta. This is Benjan Violeta orchids from Benjan's nursery in Redlands. And this one I didn't divide. Oh, not a good view, but there is a Kiki also having a flower spike. That's my big clay pot that used to be lamp table that I rearranged. And Mimi Palmer was blooming forever. She's done. But I attached 2 orchids here. One was small Violeta Benjan, and the Mimi Palmer was from the Benjan nursery too. I brought them home and I attached them to this pot, and they grew Kikis. So the Mimi Palmer has a big Kiki now that she's blooming too. I mean, not at this time, but it's a mama plant and a Kiki plant. I can separate them, but they're doing so well right now. I added this Mimi Palmer here that not been blooming yet. I think it doesn't get as much sun here. This one was bag baby from Home Depot. Believe it or not, I found her in Home Depot as a bag baby orchid for, what was it, $17? Was it a year ago or so? But she did grow up a little bit, still didn't get any blooms. And Violeta just grew up so much. I might divide her somewhere in this area later on because there is only one big root there. I need a couple more roots before I tip her off, because she has this Kiki here that looks like fully grown plant now. She might kick out another Kiki. There she has one more Kiki on this side. And pretty soon they're gonna cover up all my ugly white plastic poles. I added this one as a Violeta Benjan. That was a cutting when I tipped mama plant. Cut the top of the mama plant from the other one, because originally I had 2 Violetas. I just fall in love with them. The smell is amazing. They bloom pretty often. Sorry, it's getting so loud here, and it smells so good, so good. So this one, still too early, just starting to open up. This cute little orange one, this is from Benjan Orchids. I love this color, kind of orange. Oh, come on, I don't see well with that bright light in the screen. This one is not gonna do. The other, for some reason, is not gonna make it. It got yellow, so it's gonna be blasted. But I bought her like this. She was not in the best way, but she was on sale. She already had, you know, 3 Kikis here. So I was so excited, but she's not there yet. She's blooming like 2nd or 3rd time, but still in kind of a smaller size. Maybe she is more compact, but I should have a, oh, tag is too far up there. Here, the name of this one, no, we won't see it. I'm sorry, you guys, but oh, this is another Lamellata. She starts creamy white, but now she's more yellowish because she's on the way out. That's my baby plant. And that one also from and she has another flower spike here. She actually, this is third flower spike because she just bloomed. This one was old, and then we got this one, but she only got very few flowers. For some, I think it was too cold. Oh, come on. Why are we not getting the flower? But she's a little different than my other lamellata. This is, oh, from Max Orchids. So I got her in January 2022 from Max Orchids, and she was little baby. It took her a couple years to start blooming for me. She bloomed last year for first time, and this is a short spike. This is the new flower spike here this season. This one is on the way out, but this flower is just amazing. It's so fragrant. Teeny tiny from Home Depot, bagged baby orchid. It's a double. It's a great price for the for the double, for baby bagged orchid, which is like what, $17. That's the name. And when I bought her, probably last year, she already had like dry spikes that she bloomed out. And this is like third time she's blooming too for me. In the past I had both of them blooming at the same time, and then this one bloomed second time since, and it's just so floriferous. Do I say it right? This one blooming forever. She's on the way out, very fragrant, very waxy, beautiful. Now she's burned out, but she's been in a few videos lately. And this is a Mott's Orchids, one of my bundles. And there is another Violeta. This is the one that I made a video when I tipped mama plant, when I cut mama plant off over there. So those are 4 kikis from my original 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1/5 little one. So it's doing pretty good. I think it's a little too much vine up top there, so she's not getting as much sun. I need to trim the passion fruit vine, but this is a new flower spike just starting opening up, so she'll gain a little more color in it. Lots of roots, lots and lots of roots. By the way, I also trimmed the roots couple times on this one. She gets massive amount of roots, and it's like I have to hang her higher and higher so the roots are not touching the ground. And then I don't enjoy the blooms because they're so far up there. So I did trim her roots couple times. I have her probably for 4 or 5 years, and I did trim her roots couple times. And of course I want to make sure there are lots of new roots, lots of new, you know, fresh tips like this before I trim the bottom ones down. And she always bounced back and did great for me. Okay. There are colors here. Oh, one of my favorite red ones, and it's not like bloody red, it's like rose red or something. That's the teeny tiny. Used to be this is just a new tag for her, but she's bagged baby orchid. Come on. Udamachi Beauty, there we go. She just lost her tag. I redid the tag, but I guess I have her since February 22, so 3 years. And she was teeny tiny. She did lose a lot of leaves on the bottom, if you can tell, all that, but still doing good, and she blooms for a long time. Somebody mentioned her leaves. Right now I don't see the screen because of the lightning, and I don't know if you guys getting the real color of her, but that's a beautiful, beautiful one. She's not fragrant. And this orange, burst of colors, teeny tiny flowers. And again, this one blooms all the time. The one gets out, the other already starting to bloom, starting to grow new flower buds. This is from Benjan orchids. The baby. Okay, the sun is right in my eyes. I don't see what I'm doing. This is Sagri Gold, Ascasanda, Sagri Gold, and that was double. And she loves to bloom. Normally she gives me blooms from both of them at the same time. So she just opened up teeny tiny flowers, but always like full of them. How beautiful the colors are. Love it, love it. For me, for some reason, the yellows that I have bloom so seldom that I barely get yellow Vandas to bloom. Like once a year if I'm lucky. Oh, I have a couple of new things here. Yes, look at this baby. It's absolutely gorgeous. Give me 2 flowers. So this is Cattleya type orchid. 1 flower spike with 2 flowers. I don't see screen at all. I hope you guys can see what's happening here. But this is as if they cross like yellow with red and they got this beautiful peach color maybe. So pretty. So this one, it did struggle a little bit with the drying at the base of it. There is another one here that's gonna die, but this one bloomed for me. I don't remember when it bloomed, but it did. This is second time it blooming. So she's in a clay pot. She was just a cutting, and I placed her with little bit media on the bottom because she was kind of weird shape. She was a cutting of the huge plant that somehow we got at the Orchid Society, somebody's plant, and I actually got her. I won her at the lottery. What can we see the name? RLC ZUL Bill Williams. So that was my win of our lottery. I don't know if you see, guys. Let me pause and take you off of here. Okay, here at least I can see a screen, because when it glares, I don't see even if I have anything on my screen. So from the winter, the cold spell, the color of the leaves turn reddish, a lot of red on it. So I did treat my orchids with Calmac and then separately with Epsom salt. That helps them to get green again. But I think they need to be treated again because we had more spell after that I treated them. She grew all new roots, but then she did also kind of lost a couple of canes, and there is another one on the way out. But she does have 2 leaves. There is a little one here. And again, I got out all the media out of the pot because she was not doing so well. See this one? Getting bad. So I'm gonna cut this off too, because even though it's nice green, one of the newer ones that bloomed last time, I still have. This is new, and this the one that is blooming is the newest one. But it was pretty big cutting. It just probably went through a lot of trauma. I love this beautiful peachy color. And she is fragrant, very nice light fragrance. Okay. And I pulled down a couple of my 3, actually my mini ones that are blooming all the way up there. This is cute little They are almost like not Cymbidium, Oncidiums type. This is Javiera, like miniature Oncidiums. Lava Bio specific sunrise. This is the yellowish kind of with reddish, I guess, color. And this one also Javiera Lava Burst, the red kind of. This is LED version. I always wanted this one, and then I had a teeny tiny baby, and then baby didn't make it, so but the yellow one grew well. So, and then eventually I got another one which is actually blooming for me second time. Although they're teeny tiny, they're like miniature oncidiums. Just have the same kind of leaf structure and texture and shape of the pseudobulb. So cute. They branch out a lot. This one been blooming a lot. I cut lots of dry spikes. This is kind of leftovers, and they also like branch out. Look, this is one branch, one flower spike branching out, and she's on the way out. She was way fuller, like same here. See, it's dry already, mostly. So, and the flowers last so long. Very small size for people who have smaller spaces would be perfect. But blooming, lovely, so lovely. Especially this red color, so bright and flashy. And there is a Tolumnia, one of my first Tolumnias. I lost few, but that's one of the first that survived. And she's blooming, couple of flower spikes, very cute. I do have a couple of new ones that are in bloom, but I bought them blooming. We're gonna go check them out. Oh, I have something else here in bloom. Let me see. Okay, the most of the Rhynchostylis giganteus on the way out. This one was a little bit later. And this one again, believe or not, I got from Home Depot. She was blooming, but was already on the way out. The bloom was really kind of, you know, beaten up when I got her. Although she had 2 flower spikes at the time, I think. This time she gave me one, and she's on the white side, but she has little lavender color on her lip. So pretty. The other one I had pure white, but I like the flowers kind of waxy and, you know, very tight on the flower spike. And that's her name. She's a mix. I don't know the Rhynchostylis Churchillud and Giganta, but she looked like Giganta to me. And she has crazy roots. She's growing them up way, down way, whatever. So she's sitting in a clay pot. The white one on the way out, the one that absolutely loves her pot. Somebody mentioned her hugging the pot. In and out, the roots are in and out through the holes. Such a happy little thing. Okay, we're gonna get you down here because we want to see you blooms. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you smell so cool. All right, look at this beauty. She just opened up and she popped out those buds like I didn't even expect her blooming. They just came out from nowhere. And this one I have for a long time. She used to bloom in the beginning. She was a bag, Home Depot bag baby. That's her name. Okay, how can we get your name? Okay. That's her name. I probably got her in 2020. She's one of my first Cattleyas. And she did so well in the pot, but then she grew out of the pot and start kind of doing weird things. Her leaves would start turning, like folding into, I don't know, folding over. So, and I didn't know, like, they don't look sick, they just keep folding, and I don't see any pests or bugs on it. So I got her out of the pot and put it in a basket, and she just didn't wanna grow. She really kicked back. Maybe it was not the best time, but finally, she gave me flower again. And what a gorgeous flowers, very fragrant, very flowery fragrance. And it's like she's not waxy, she's more like silky. So she's not gonna last too long, but long enough for me to enjoy her. This leaf is gorgeous, gorgeous. And she's gonna have bigger flower the bigger she grows. But again, this is my big baby orchid, so she made it home in this basket. Her roots are all over the place. You can see little green tips here and there. So looks like somebody's happy in this new place. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you here. Let's go check out a few of my Vanda plants, the sun-loving Vandas. And again, I need to work on this area, deal with the weeds and the tree and cleaning here, and I do need to put the weed cloth and some rugs here because I'm tired weeding it. It's just not enough time in my life for it. So this one is very fragrant. I just saw a comment on you, little baby. Yes, you guys asked me if she is fragrant. Absolutely. I can smell her all day long. Love the smell of her. Beautiful fragrance, beautiful flowers, and she blooms for me so often. She blooms again, one of those that when one spike is done, the other is on the way. Even she's done 2 spikes at the time for me, unless her neighbor here that blooms so seldom, and I don't know why. They're on the same pot, same water, same sun, but one is more florivorous. Is that what you say when it flowers more often and more readily? But they're same kind of ones. Like this one is the one, and I think I got her from Hamlin's Orchids few years ago, several years ago, was a cutting. And this one too, same time. Okay, please give us a... So this is looks like that Violeta one, but more on reddish, kind of reddish color, purplish color. Okay, all right. This is a fresh flower spike from Mott's Orchids bundle. Sorry, it's so sunny here. I don't think you guys... She's kind of peachy pinky color, actually very pretty, kind of pastel colors. Is that how you say it? And her sister in the back just bloomed out. All right, we'll have a few more here. This one more like peachy with yellowish, the other peachy with pink. This is more peach and yellowish on the bottom sepals, I guess. Yes. And her sister one having a flower spike too, so there are 2 of them in the pot. There is a double over here. One is on the way out, is actually double spikes here, the red one, but this is beautiful color too, kind of purple more like granite. I think the name have a granite in it, something granite. I see purple over there. I see white ones over there. It's actually getting hot in here. All right, not as flashy here, but still few are blooming. Oh, it's so hot in the sun. All right, and I see lots of Schomburgkias starting to give me more flower spikes. Okay, it's a little messy here too. Need a lot of cleaning. I have these types of the dendrobiums here that looks little shaggy, but it's pretty normal for them to lose the leaves before they bloom. They're here under the hibiscus tree that needs some trimming. So at this time of the year, we're gonna start seeing our beautiful fragrant anosmum to bloom. See, I see already little buds. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh. No, I thought it was little caterpillar or worm. No. I'm getting blind. I need a new prescription because I'm having a hard time seeing and reading tags. I have this baby last year did so well. This time I only have 2 flowers. It's my little pom-pom plant as a Dendrobium purpuratum, but I lost couple of canes. There is a new growth. Hopefully it's gonna make it, but it was struggling for the reasons I don't know. It grew so well in the past, and then this year it just been stalking. Okay, can we see the name? Anyways, Dendrobium purpurum, variety alba. So this is white one. I do have red, but it's not in bloom. So just 2 flower spikes, and that's the one that I do have video on her because she got a blue ribbon first place at the Boca Raton Orchid Society, one of our meetings, judging. And we have a bunch of coming here in bloom. Okay, sorry. Those kind of teeny tiny flowers look very cute, but they don't look so impressive on that plant. They have like a bottle brush type. Pretty teeny tiny bright purple colors. And I have a bunch of the flower spikes. They're just starting to open up, but compared to the size of the plant, hold on, this is a separate plant, and see how many yellow leaves this year because of the cold. Although this kind of dendrobiums don't mind cold. If we have a cold snap, they don't go inside, but I do need to treat them. And where is your tag? You are Norman's orchids, Dendrobium secundum, pink form. I butchered that name. And look what's happening here. Lots and lots of buds on this Dendrobium. This one blooms randomly and pretty often, but looks like now is time for really good show. So that's the yellow, bright yellow orange with red markings, teeny tiny flowers. So they are not opening yet, but look how many buds I have. Just branches full of them. So excited, so excited. That's a, I always know the name, but for some reason I forgot. Polinianum, there we go. The white one, start getting spots. The white phalaenopsis are gorgeous, but then they start getting dark spots on them. This area needs some cleaning. Oh my god, just a few days ago I came out of here And I saw this is my blue jay vine. Last year it gave me one flower spikes with that beautiful aqua blue flowers. This time I came out and they just popped from nowhere. I have them everywhere. It's insane. Look at this, look at this. And they grow up so fast. This one is actually laying on the ground, was so long, so I had to tie it up to lift it up from the ground. There are two here. There is one in the bag. They're just everywhere on top. I saw they only grow from the big thick branches, like they just pop out of the branch like that randomly. And they're inside. I've seen the little just starting up, just come out of the branch itself. More there, everywhere. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome show. All right, we'll get back to it when it blooms. This dendrobium, I have it forever, never bloom, and I see maybe this time it will, because I've seen it before. I get kind of short, look like gonna start bloom the flower spikes, and they just will get freezing like that. They freeze. But this time I see it getting longer, almost like it's gonna bloom for me finally. Finally, the spot is from the water, because this one get irrigated by the sprinklers, and that's a well water. Lots of minerals in there. Because this dendrobium is from Sunset Valley orchids, and I think the California kind of grown, so they maybe like Sunset Valley orchid. So this is a hybrid of this and that and the other. So I said they probably like really cold, and we did have a very cold snap this time, long cold, and I think it's gonna bloom. Fingers crossed. Never seen it bloom, and it's a pretty big dendrobium, but that's not a phalaenopsis type or what they are, antelope type, that are really readily bloom here in Florida. Those are a little more finicky, but I cannot wait. Fingers crossed. All right, so something's starting to open up here. So she doesn't have such impressive colors, but the show she puts up is awesome. And again, she'll get more flowers per spike, but this one is not as big. And she gets, she just started opening up, so she's more pale, kind of. She'll get brighter as she gets mature. Oh, there is a bug there. Okay. So she has a few more flower spikes, but this is the first one starting to open up, and this is the hybrid Lylia undulata with Lylia anceps. This one is still blooming. Louis fish, is that right? I don't know if I say it right, but that's a Lylia or Schomburgkia. I guess Schomburgkia is used to be classified bunch of types like Myrmecophila, Lylias. They were bunched into Schomburgkia. So those big, huge Cattleya type orchids that are gigantic were called Schomburgkias, but actually they have several different classes in there, or genera. Myrmecophilas, Lylias, and something else. All right, I love you. I love you. And there is my cherry rose. The buds are getting bigger, so we'll see this blooming soon. That's one of my new ones from my big haul from goodness. Still have butterfly in my tummies when I think about that shopping I did this time at the Tummy Yummy show. Still keeping them all here separate. but I just saw something I saw this morning. This is new. It had, when I videoed this little growths were like this short, like this short. I was afraid to break it because it's kind of sticking out like this. And it just grew like almost over the night. I came out to check on them, and what I see, a flower bud. That's ridiculous. This is the bundle that I pre-ordered um, from Cruel Smiths. So I did they had a special 4 spotted Cattleyas. So that's how they're doing. I didn't repot them. They're still in original pots, acclimating. I might, if I have time this year, to repot them, but it seems like they have lots of room. This one nice also was small growth, and then look how, I guess they like it here. So that's the another hybrid. So I got 4 of them. It was a special, and then I got one extra. That was this one, the smaller. That was 3-inch pot with chocolate drop. So the 4 spotted Cattleyas special they had was 4-inch pots. You see the different. Yeah, this was a 3-inch pot. I just bought extra. This was part of that spotted Cattleyas, and that was the one that I broke a little growth here while I was in the bag, while I was shopping. Had a little growth there, but then she growing new one here. So they all are doing good. So far so good. Spotted Cattleyas from Cruel Smith, the other one hanging on the hanger there. So, and I have these babies, Tolumnias, blooming, doing good. I think this one was blooming, so it's the last flower, but she has another flower spike here, and the jewel orchid is doing fine. It's in bloom. It's in bloom. Okay, you guys, I'm sweating. It's so hot out here today. Look what my Veronica Romero doing. 6 flower spikes. So cannot wait when this gonna show off. That's the one. That's one of the Cruel Smiths. That was big one. So 4-inch flowers. The pot. That was part of the deal. And what was the price of it, you guys? I forgot. But it was like 20% off. This is Amethysta glossa with picavensis hybrid. So that's gonna be beautiful white with purple or burgundy spots. Gonna be gorgeous. And actually there are 2 sheets and nice beautiful roots. Okay, that would be all for today. That would be all. Cannot wait to see my blue jay blooming. So I've been, trying to keep it tight here. So it's I built that little trellis that during it I broke my toe when I dropped that thing on my toe. That was horrible. But I keep trimming it so it's not getting on the roof. Although I see the one trying to catch over there, so trying to keep it tight. But look at the flower spikes everywhere. Love it. Alrighty, so I hope you guys have a great Sunday till we see each other next time.